So we want to take a look at some of the different ways that we can do scanning using the ZAP proxy. So we've got the site that we've been working with up here, and I've actually got a directory that I have selected, and if I right click on this and select attack, I want to do a forced browse directory. So I've actually got a list that I have selected here. There are a number of lists that I could choose from based on the size, and of course a larger size means it's going to take a lot longer. So what it's doing now is it's doing some brute force checking to see what different directories may be available that didn't show up in a spider. So we're just doing some guesses on what directories we think may actually be there. So we're going through and we found a number of directories here, and we're only 7% in at this point. Now, that's just one way of doing an attack. I could also do this right here. I could select the top URL there in my site listing, and I could do an active scan on the site. Now, I've got a forced browse going, and I'm also doing an active scan. So the scan is going through, and it's actually looking for vulnerabilities. So we're checking for cross-site scripting, we're checking for SQL injection, we're checking for basically all of the known web application vulnerability types, and we're checking all of the pages. You can see here is the list of all of the pages that it's gone and checked, and here's the parameters for these URL parameters that it's passed in. So we can take a look at any of the requests that have been sent, and right here's the request, and we can take a look at the response, and we actually got an index page back. Now, I could go back and take a look at alerts and see whether we've gotten anything else back here. We got a private IP disclosure, which is pretty meaningless because I'm on a private network using a private IP range. So of course everything that shows up as an IP is going to be a private IP. So this one's not really worth looking at all. So there are a lot of different ways I can do attacks using ZAP proxy. I could do an AJAX spider, I could do a forced browse, which may turn up a lot of directories and pages that I hadn't seen otherwise. I could do a spider, and of course I could do the active scan. Now there are some other capabilities of the ZAP proxy as well, and we'll take a look at those coming up.